Well, hello and welcome to Ladies Lounge Sierra Leone special. Yes, we're taking over. I'm here with my gorgeous sisters. And welcome to the conversation. Introduce yourself, ladies.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Samuela James. I am the CEO of Rebeshi Closet. I'm a mom of two.
Wow.
I'm actually wearing one of my designs. They call it Yoto. The Englishman calls it jumpsuits.
Yes.
I
It's
like
so
that.
gorgeous.
Thank
It's so
you.
gorgeous.
It's absolutely fine. And we've got our salon finest here, top Nollywood actress. Introduce yourself.
My name is Ramata Karuma and I'm a Nollywood actress.
And I am Cordelia. I'm a digital marketer. And Miss Fabulosity here. Miss Fabulosity.
Yes, my name is Missy J. I'm a producer, UK Nollywood. I'm an actress, a scriptwriter, and a fashion designer. And I'm wearing me.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm wearing me.
She's wearing her. Yes, ladies, we're here for a wonderful edition, Ladies Lounge. We have some amazing conversations to have, and I am ready. Let's go,
It's definitely
ladies.
going to be an interesting show. So, ladies, today we have some interesting conversations.
What's cooking?
So, the first topic is going to be about divorcing.
Okay.
So, last year,
Yeah.
it was Elba proposed to his girlfriend, now fiance.
Oh, sexy.
I have to
he's
say-
actually a Sierra Leonean.
Yes, he is. The dad is a Sierra Leone and the mom is from Ghana. So he's our brother, fine
Yeah.
brother.
I can't wait to have fufu and okra with him.
Yeah,
We're talking
you
fufu.
Okay, he's engaged. Just
Idris.
cool down.
Okay, all right.
Cool down.
Idris, your sister. We're here.
So back to it. So after his second marriage failed,
Wait,
we are asking.
he was married before?
He has been married twice before, sister.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's
Okay,
engaged
and
now.
Yeah.
Oh,
he is.
So
Yeah, he's still edible.
yeah. So after his second marriage failed, we are asking: will you marry a 2 or 3 time divorcee, or would you feel as if there was a pattern of failed marriages around the person and go bye bye? Or are you an optimistic romantic who believe that the third, fourth, or maybe even the 5th time is the charm?
For me, I'm an optimistic romantic, if I just have to say it there. Life goes on as far as I'm concerned, you know. If it doesn't work out the first time, bring it on. Let's do it. Second time, third time, bring it on.
wow.
So that's just me.
What do you think,
really,
Missy?
That's just
You know what?
me.
That's quite interesting there. But honestly, with me, that doesn't work because there are questions. I'm quite that's who I am.
Yeah.
I'm quite thorough. So that doesn't work with me. I have to look at the track record. Because when you're opting out, when it's failed, there should be something. And don't tell me it's the fault of others. So I don't. So I
So
have
you
to
look at the pattern. What is going wrong
what
in
is
that
going-
marriage?
Because
And
for every, what I mean, for every failed something,
there's a reason.
It's a reason.
Yeah, I get that.
You might have contributed to it
Yes.
a little bit. I don't know. That's just me.
So Samuela, what do you think?
Like they said, third time can be the charm. But like she said, I would like to check the track record to see what causes the failure of the other two. Maybe he's controlling, maybe there's a problem there, and see how you can work it together. Because for me, I'm a hopeless romantic.
Exactly.
And I'm
Yeah.
very optimistic. You have to give love a chance.
Absolutely.
So, but if you love him and see how you guys can work together to make that marriage work. But don't go in there thinking, well, I'm going to be the lucky one to be able to tame him. Find out what track what the problem was before, and then you see how you guys can make it together.
Well, as for me, I'm a sucker for love. Anytime, any day. If you've been married 6, 7 times, that's not my problem. Your past is not my business, basically. But in terms of Idris Elba, his first and second marriages failed because there was a pressure on him in Hollywood to be single.
Yes.
Because to have this fan base.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So there was a lot of pressure on him. So there is a pattern there.
That's it.
And this new girl, the new fiance, she's younger.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe it might be different for him this time around. But I'm just saying,
I think the pressure there, the pressure there is
it's still
you know what I mean?
That he was.
really.
I mean, the same thing.
God, someone is sweating.
I understand my sister.
Again, sometimes, I don't think anyone get married with the intention for
To
it
get
to fail.
divorced, exactly.
But sometimes people learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
Someone can be married once and then they make a mistake and then it ends. And then in their second marriage, they become the best person ever.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
sometimes you can't judge people based on their past because you
Exactly.
don't know their situation and you don't know how it was before. So I would say give everyone a chance.
You know what, on you saying that, Ramatu, we need to hit on a very important topic, which is, DV, domestic violence, particularly amongst, people from African descent. And one of the biggest issues, that people go through, because what I don't want is where I find myself stuck in a bad marriage just because I don't want the stigma of saying I'm a divorcee. So I don't care how many times you've been married. Like you said, focus on, I look at you as a person. I want to see growth. How much have you grown from your experiences? Because one thing we don't want, that stigma, I think is something we have to really tackle and talk about, because it's not fair. I don't want to be stuck in a bad marriage, and it affects the children. Because a lot of us, I've been married before, so I actually do have children. I have 3 children, so I know the impact. I know. I have 3 children, and I know that experience where you're in a marriage because you want to keep the marriage going, and what you don't realize is that whatever you're going through, the children that we so try to protect, especially from us Sierra Leoneans, okay? They tell us, na for bia for the pikin, what that means, stay for the children, okay? And you end up affecting the children because those children are actually growing up in a love-less marriage.
You know, one thing I was thinking as well, when you marry somebody like Idris Elba, you have to be able to what's the word, like, to be able to compete with the fame. He's a very famous man.
True.
He needs somebody that understands his work, that he's working long hours. If he has somebody that can't take all this fame, then that marriage is not going to work.
It's a problem,
You understand what I'm saying? So maybe this new fiancée, she's more like behind the scenes. She's not,
she's not like, actually, because she's an actress. She's an actress.
She's a model as well. She's a model.
Interesting.
Let's just look at it the other way around. Let's say if a woman has been divorced 2 or 3 times, will a man marry her again?
I don't see why a man shouldn't. It still goes on the same bearings. Why has she been divorced 2 or 3 times? There's this, like, for example, one of the people that I admire, not everybody might look down on me, is J-Lo. Do you know why? I admire her strength. As much as people will sit there and say, oh, look at her, she's been married and divorced. Do you know what she's doing? She's living life, okay? In her own terms, where she's not trying to live life based on what society is throwing at her. So I don't see why not. Why shouldn't?
When you say society, Cody, the thing is, our society.
The African
society is so difficult. Because there's this taboo when you're married. Oh, no man is going to marry you again. She's gone from jail and you know what I mean.
But the thing is, I feel it's a bit different in terms of a woman. A woman can marry a man that has been married 2 or 3 times before, or even a man that have kids. But sometimes when it comes to the men, they are a bit different. Men have this ego and this pride. Sometimes, if you observe, when you at the start of a relationship or trying to get to know a guy, most times the questions they get to ask you, do you have kids or have you been married before? They have this thing that they can't actually show you off because of you've been married before.
Well, I say you're short-minded. If you're that little-minded, keep your little-mindedness to you.
For someone like me who has got 2 kids, if I'm going on a date, I'm not.
You put it on the table.
I put it on the table. I'm a mother of 2 girls. So
if you want,
fine. This is it. This is it. And I will tell you that yes, I was married before. So does that mean that you're not going to marry?
That's it. Take it or leave
I'm looking forward to for the day I'll meet somebody. And for for women, like we're saying, men, they can divorce you today and marry you tomorrow. We see that every day. A woman will take time. You understand? And for for someone like me, this topic relating a little bit, You know, it's not because we don't want to get married. It's not because we haven't met somebody that's to say, would you like to marry me?
Yeah.
It's because we like to take time, because we don't want to make that
same mistake
So
again.
learn.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why, for me, I've decided to say, I want to take my time.
Yeah.
I want to get it right the second time. And whatever I learned from the first one and the mistakes I made, I don't want to bring it into the next one. And it's good because I took my time to heal as well.
Absolutely,
absolutely. That's very
But
correct.
how much time is too much time? You know, just playing a little devil's advocate here. Where do we then draw the line between, all right, I'm taking time to heal. It's good to heal, absolutely. So I'm all about self-development. But then what about, because you need to live too. You know, your mom, you're a career woman, okay, so the pressure that you have to deal with, just raising children alone, and I wouldn't say you're doing it by yourself, but the moment the family, I'm sure you're the primary carer, right?
Yes.
So how much time is too much
Does a
time
woman
where you're
need
not
to
taking
heal?
away from living? Because you need to live too. You need some TLC,
and
girl.
again, that's true.
You
But
need TLC.
You have girlfriends.
True.
Don't be obsessed about it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm not missing out on anything. I'm just, I decided to just wait.
Just
But that
taking your
doesn't
time.
mean I'm just sitting and waiting. I'm having fun.
Yes.
I'm building my
But it's
my
different
empire
for men.
at the same time.
It's different for
I
men.
think what normally makes the difference is because women, we get emotionally attached.
Easily.
So emotion and psychology works the same. You know what I mean? So like men, they would even go after Jack. The next minute they're going after Jill. It doesn't work
After Jack and
that way.
Jill.
You know, So it doesn't work that way with women. So they get emotionally attached to relationships.
Of course.
So you can't, especially when you have kids, right?
Yes.
So if you're going into a relationship, you have to be mindful. I have kids. They're going to know the person. I hope I'm going to get it right. I'm pretty sure that's your case.
So ladies,
So we
this has
have
been an
to-
interesting conversation.
Very interesting.
Different
Very
points of view.
interesting.
My dear, I like the way you think.
No, I mean, I'm all
amazing
about
talking to you.
living. I think, you know, we have to live. And we're a bunch of strong Sierra Leonean
of
women.
course.
We're all
Yes.
doing our own
Yeah.
thing, very independent. And, you know, we're not here waiting for the next man to take us. So you go, ladies. Girl power. Girl power. Girl power.
One that caught my eye actually is this lady.
Okay.
She wrote, she said, my husband, so we have to find a solution for this lady.
Okay.
My husband asked for a DNA test for our 2 children. After we had a massive row following my lunch date with an ex. Ooh.
Wait.
Okay, hang on.
Yes.
She
had a lunch date with an
okay.
An ex.
Okay.
Move on.
Let's see.
Now, this
Let's
ex came from town for a brief visit. Now, even though he was very angry, I felt very upset that he asked us to do this. Now, the question is, should this be a deal breaker? What do you think?
The thing is, it's a bit, I'm a bit confused with this. Because you're going on a date with your ex
When you're married.
when you're married. I've got principles. Why did you go on the date, with an ex in the first place?
Yeah.
Does the husband know that you're going on a date?
That's the question,
Because
exactly.
if he doesn't know and you're going on a date, that sounds
It's a bit
very
sneaky.
Fishy.
Yeah, fishy. Yeah. So I
Fishy
wouldn't-
lady.
Yeah, so we have to actually look at the circumstances. I
True.
would like to assess and see what happened.
Yeah.
But for the husband, I don't know the circumstances, but I mean, I don't know if that would warrant a DNA test.
How would you feel if you find out that your husband had gone on a date,
With
a
an ex.
nice date, somewhere posh, restaurant like that,
Somewhere posh and
how would you feel?
romantic, with candlelight.
Eating fish, with some nice woman. How would you feel?
Maybe that's not the type of date that we were talking about.
But she said my husband, so this is a man
Yeah.
that she's married to.
Flip it always, because I like to be, let's put ourselves. How would you feel as a woman? Would you feel jealous? Would you be okay with it, lady?
To be honest,
It's the
because
DNA
we
test.
are
It's the DNA
females,
test.
let's just look at it the other way around now.
Yeah,
I'm speaking from
exactly.
a woman's point of view.
Yes.
In fact, my boyfriend cannot even have a female friend. Let's just start. You can't even go out. Listen, it's not about being jealous. You're not even allowed to even go on a date with a female friend.
I don't have a problem
Now
with
talking about you going on a date with an ex.
Oh.
it. I don't have a problem with
No,
it.
I have a problem. Do
I
you know why I have a
refuse
problem
to.
with
No.
going out with an ex? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy for old flames to keep flying and coming back.
Yeah,
It's easy for you guys to
Like we
keep talking
call
about the
old-
past and how in love you were. For me, that is
Yeah,
even
that's-
cheating for me, because you go out there
I
having a
disagree.
date with an ex, talking about your love life, just
No,
talking about it. It's not even right. It's not even right for me.
Maybe
And she is actually married, so leaving your husband
to go out.
to go out on a date
With
with
an ex.
another man.
Yeah.
Let's just forget about the ex. With another man, it's wrong.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
It's wrong. So for me, as if I was a man, it would be a deal breaker. Straight off, it would be a deal breaker. But asking about the DNA test, if he's asking about the DNA test, there are trust issues there.
Exactly. Yeah.
He won't just ask for a DNA test
Yeah.
Maybe
because
the
you went
trust issues
out
have been
with an
for a
ex.
long
Yeah.
time.
There has to be some issues around you being dishonest in the first place for a man to actually ask you for a
Or could
DNA test.
he be an insecure man? Because just because
was
he
just gonna
asked for
say
a
that.
DNA test doesn't mean that he's not insecure about himself. Because sometimes we
Yeah.
have to look within. The behaviors that we give out are usually a projection of how we feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm not allowed to, just because I'm married doesn't mean I can't meet up with an ex.
Really?
Yes, I would allow my husband
Yes.
to meet up with an ex, have
Good
lunch
luck
with
to
her,
you on
have
that,
dinner.
but I will never
No,
take
no,
that.
but
Do you
Never.
know why? No, let me explain. Let me explain why. Okay.
Should be aware that you
Let
did
me
it in the
explain
first
why.
place.
In my
Okay, go on.
relationships,
Thank you,
in my relationships, my darling, I refuse to take that burden of, it's too much responsibility where I have to worry who you're with, what you're going to do with that. I have to trust the person that I'm with. Even if you're with Kim Kardashian, that shouldn't have I shouldn't have to sit there and be worried that, oh, you're with this person, so therefore something is going to happen. If you
know
two
what?
decide
Okay, you know
to
what I
get
was
it on,
thinking? You know
that's
what I
your
was thinking?
business.
Does ego have to play? Maybe ego plays a lot in this as well.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
understand? Because to be honest with you, yes, I understand what you're saying, that when you finish with somebody, you're done.
You're done
but
with
there's
them.
some people also, you can be friends with your ex. I believe that.
I believe
I'm
that
very,
too.
very good friend with my ex-husband.
But there are boundaries, there are
We are
lines
bound-
that
yes,
should be there.
Yes.
Have
yes.
lunch.
But
If I am married, I am married. He's an ex for a reason, and I'm somebody's wife.
now this DNA
I cannot be
test,
out
did he-
there
did he
having
come
a
after
date
they
with an
had the baby?
ex-boyfriend. No, that is totally wrong.
I think the man is unreasonable. How are you going to ask for DNA test just because she went on a date?
On a date?
Because how old were the kids?
Maybe
How
she
come?
That's why I said
if
there
she
is-
was,
There's a level of trust issues in there.
there
are
is
trust
obviously
issues in there.
and insecurities
Yeah,
as
maybe
well.
there's
I am very practical. That's me. I look at things the way they are.
No,
Yeah? As a woman, as a married woman, I don't see any need for you to go on a date with a man. Let's say, even if you have kids with the ex, it's better for that ex to maybe come to your house where your husband is, pick your kids. If there is anything, that's why we have phones.
Why be
you
with
can
someone
actually
you can't
text
trust?
some. It's not about
Where does
trusting
trust come in?
someone.
Where does trust come in?
No.
Trust is everything
about
to me.
It's about right and wrong. It's not about trust, my dear. This is about what's right and what's
There
wrong.
shouldn't be right or wrong, in my opinion.
Okay,
It
my boyfriend
should
cannot
be
go on a date.
about
Why are you going on a date
You're
with an ex
worried.
as a married woman?
anyone even. Why are you going on a date?
Are you so hungry to go for lunch? Then go for lunch with your husband.
Yeah.
let's talk about this DNA test, because this is like when I was reading it, I didn't want to touch it, but for me, it's like close to home. Was it really fair for this man to ask for a DNA test? The reason why I said it was close to home, I have two girls, and my second, the first one is 18, and the second one is 3 years old. I had a relationship where it was on and off for 6.5 years.
Okay.
And when the pregnancy wasn't planned, but when I got pregnant, you understand, I was asked to have an abortion.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But obviously there was no way I was going to do that. And then eventually he said to me, oh, the baby is not mine, and I want a DNA test if the baby was mine. So this topic is really sensitive for me. But then at the end of the day, cut long story short, I knew who my baby father was. And the reason why is because he was just an insecure man, and like I said, we had an on and off relationship where we were not together. So the pregnancy was like a make-up sex kind of thing.
Oh,
if I could say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, after we had that time out, I actually went on a date.
Would you say it was fair for him to ask for the DNA, considering the circumstances? So how did you feel? Because this is, like you said, is close to home. How did you feel when he came to you and said, I would like to have a DNA test to figure out?
I actually felt betrayed. I felt humiliated. And for the fact that he was saying so many things, and it was a very difficult time for me because it was getting me as well. There was lots of things that was involved. And for a woman going through pregnancy and it can you say you don't, get rid of that baby, I'm not going to do this and that. Yes. And this is somebody I've known and loved for 6.5 years.
So in the case of this woman, with the DNA of this, I don't know, do you feel that maybe the man was right, or would you say that, because then again, when did she get pregnant? Did she get pregnant in 9 months? When did she have the baby? Was it before? She went on a date. Is it after?
That's how I was trying to see, because to be honest, she didn't elaborate on much.
So we cannot understand the exact circumstances on which he asked for it.
So what do you guys think? Was he really right for asking for a DNA test?
It depends.
Yeah, I think from your situation, the way you felt, I'm pretty sure if the woman, she didn't have anything to hide, she would feel the same way.
Exactly, betrayed.
Yeah, exactly. But from the man's perspective, I mean, he might be asking questions that we're still asking.
Yes.
We're asking these questions. So he might be asking the same questions like, is this the first date? Has she been going out with this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, again, it's how well you know your woman. And how well you guys relate.
Again, I think it comes down to that same thing, trust. Why be with somebody you don't trust? If I have to be in a relationship, trust is key. Because if you don't trust that person, you're always going to have questions, and it makes the relationship foul.
Sometimes as well, like I said, I'm a very practical person.
Sometimes
you can trust someone.
You
can trust someone. But trust me again, they are the ones that will betray you the most. This is about life. Sometimes you have to be in a relationship with an open eye. I'm serious. You have to be in a relationship with an open eye. You can trust somebody.
You love them in that space, but you can't stop them. Even if you do all of that, he's still going to go and stay in your house.
I want to ask one question.
Yeah.
Have you been cheated up? Have you got trust issues in the past? Maybe.
No, I don't have trust issues. I've never had trust issues.
Have you trusted someone
and they betrayed you?
No. What I'm saying is that we can't stop people from doing what they want to do.
Okay.
It depends on the circumstances. Like for her own thing, it was different for him because it's an on and off relationship, and he's a man. If you are with someone on and off and then they are pregnant, there are so many things that come to your mind.
Exactly.
Am I the only person that she's saying? We are on and off.
Yeah.
How come she's pregnant?
It's kind of planning.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Did she plan it? Is this a way to tie me down? There are so many things that goes into a man's head. But for you, it was different because you were honest and he was the only one you were with. So sometimes we have to understand the situation and the perspective to judge. That's why I said, if you are practical about it, then you'll be able to see on both sides. That's what I'm saying. Like for our own situation, I think he wasn't right, but for her, it shouldn't be a deal breaker because first of all, you are the one that went on a date with your ex. It wasn't the man that did it. No, you created the circumstances for him to ask. So if he's asking, he's wrong, but that shouldn't be a deal breaker for you. That's my own opinion. Ladies, if you're honest, go for the DNA test and then
Prove yourself. Oh my God, the conversation has been amazing. Thank you so much. It is a good chat.
Honest chat.
Exactly. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. We did take over, and this is the Salon team.
takeover.
Watch out, Ladies Lounge. Love you. Mwah.
Love you. Goodbye, viewers.